This is Irontrader. It is Thursday morning. So as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. Now remember, on natural gas, the EIA report will be out today at 10:30. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now let's just see what we got. Okay. So yesterday we had a big red candle going on, but you notice that it did come all the way down, and the low was 83. So we just look to the left of the chart. What do you have? 80, 85. Okay, so when this starts selling, what you always want to do is watch the previous day's low. So you had 81, 81, and then we wanted to always look at this candle here. This is that 81.62 because that was your breakout candle. And then we just come here to the following candle, and you had 80, 85. It came down to 80, 83. Very, very nice support level here. Okay, so now what we have to watch here is this 8 SMA. You're sitting at 80, 86. So you're just above it. Okay, so so as I pointed out here, when the price starts getting away from that 8 SMA, it always wants to come back, okay? See this like this, and it wants to just come back. So as it went out here outside of these price channels, it just wanted to pull back, and that's what we had yesterday. Now, today, we just have to watch this key 8 SMA here. This is going to be very, very key on a closing basis. That's what we're looking for on a closing basis. Now, again, if that 80.86 here is lost, then what we have to do is we just follow the candles all the way on down here, okay? So what we want to do is we just come over here to the bottom of this candle, okay? So you're looking at here at 80.56, and then we look to the top here. You have your 79.99, and then we have 79.90. And then we'll have on the bottom of this candle, you're going to look here, it's going to be 79.57, and then you have your 79.32. That is your 21 SMA, and then right below it here, we have your 78.34, which is your 200 SMA here. But again, we got to see how this all shakes out here on a closing basis. That's what is going to be key, is going to be the close. You really need to hold that 8 SMA. If not, I say, you can look at the bottom of these candles here, but realistically, you're going to come and head for that 21 SMA here. Now, again, that still is very, very bullish. Don't get me wrong, okay? Because, see, we have that series of nice higher lows, and you could come all the way down here very, very easy, and you still would have that nice series going on here. But I always like to maintain that 8 SMA here, and that shows a very, very bullish trend if you are bullish, okay? So now what we want to do on the upside is we want to start looking at some of these candles here, okay? So we'll look here first. The top of this candle, you're looking at 81.45, and then we'll look here to the top of this candle. You're looking here at 81.62. That's going to be very, very key level. And then we'll look at today's high so far as 81.92, and then we'll come right here, okay? So you have 82.50, and then we have yesterday's high at 82.65, and then we have your big retest going on up there at 83.12. Above that, we look to this 100 SMA right here. That's at 83.32. Now, you can see how nicely where this candle goes right at. Now, again, when it goes into resistance, the top of this candle here so far for the week is that 83.12, and then we have 83.32. So you're really only 20 cents off. Okay, so a lot of times it's not going to go right through. Sometimes it pierces it and goes up, but it's just like this candle. See, where it went up to it. This candle pierced it a little bit and then pulled back and then shot up. Okay, so you always like it when it does pierce it and then it shows it that it will go higher. Okay, so but when you're looking at this, that's really, really good target area. Even when I was pointing it out when we were way down here, that if you break it through that 21 and the 50 day and you hold in that 8 SMA, that is going to be your big target. Okay, so always watch like on a weekly chart and even a monthly chart to see where the big targets are once it starts getting ripped, starts ripping up higher, I should say, okay? So again, today what we want to watch is just watch this key level, this 80, 86. That's going to be key on a closing basis. And if that doesn't hold, we just go right down to the next level. That's that 80.56 here. And then we go to your 79.99, your 79.90, and then we come here, your 70. 57, and then this is going to be your key level right here, your 79.32. Okay, so watch that 79.57. That's going to be key. Okay, because when you come across here, you can see where it goes all the way here. And then you're even like at the top of that candle at 79.62. So you have a lot of good support just above that 21 SMA here, okay? And then you can go down to your 21-day 79.32. The upside, just follow the candles up. This is going to be the key level here. This is your 81.62. Then the next key level here is going to be right there, your 82.50, and then yesterday's high, 82.65, and then your retest at 83.12. So we're going to see how it's all going to shake out. Now, your RSI here, well, you just about tagged that 70 mark here. We're coming down here a little bit, but that doesn't mean it just can't curl right back up. Your MACD, your green is still above your red. That's showing very good momentum, good positive. Right here, same way with your MACD here on your weekly chart, that's showing green above your red. That shows good momentum. And right now, again, we are your price here is above this key 8 SMA. You're sitting at 77.93. We're above the 50-day here, 77.87. That's always very, very bullish. It could come all the way down here for the week. We have today and tomorrow, and it still be very, very bullish trend. But we have to see. But always watch when you trade. Always try to look for these long terms. So when stuff does break out, you know where it's going, and look how nicely that went right into it. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, natural gas is having a hard time getting off the old schneid. Now, even though when the market rallied yesterday, that doesn't really affect natural gas. It affected crude. Okay, crude rallied up here pretty nice. It affected the overall market there once we had that Fed meeting. But natural gas, it does its own thing. Always remember that. It's kind of does it. And a lot of times it can run parabolic. It can go up and down, whatever like this. It kind of does its own thing. It has its own set of standards. Okay, so watch that EIA report today at 10:30. We'll have to see what kind of draw or build what we have. And then if we do have a hot summer, that'll be the catalyst that you're going to need here for natural gas. So just always remember that's a whole different kind of a situation here now. Now here in Alaska, they want to run a pipeline to liquefy natural gas. I don't know how they're going to do it here because it's 800 miles. It's not probably in a pipe, it's getting the permits and all that kind of thing. So we make sure you stay in tune with that because they want to convert the natural gas to LNG. So that actually be a really good thing. And they have a whole carbon thing. It's very kind of interesting here on natural gas here. But we got to see how it's all going to shake out. Okay, so let's just take a look here at the old chart. Okay, on your daily here, we have a couple key levels here. And first of all, it's going to be this 8 SMA. This 8 SMA in this 21 days has been raising all kinds of hell. Same way with this 8 SMA here at that 1.768. So what we want to watch here today is now the price is just below this. So your upside, we're looking at this 1.705. That's going to be very, very key. And then if we can get above that, you have this 1.768, which lines up very, very nicely here with the 1.768 here on your weekly chart. So that is going to be your upside. But really what we have here is just a sideways trading action. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got to see how this shakes out today for 8 days, okay? But again, that's really how natural gas looks. If you look here like on a weekly chart, look at here for the week, how you have that, before, and then all of a sudden it just will explode up or explode down. Now remember, the contract roll is going to be Sunday night, so we might get a little bit of action going into that there, okay? But again, when you see this, when you have this, you're below that 8 SMA here. That's why I never like being below that 8 SMA. You see, it just keeps that price right on down until you can get a reversal candle and take it right back up here. But right now, your price is below that 8 SMA, sitting at 1.705. So that's going to be your resistance. And then your next level here is going to be that 1.78. That's going to be very, very key resistance. Now, again, if you can get above that, basically just look at that 1.77 level. That's really what you're looking at. And then if you get above that, you have that 1.82, 1.84. We have 1.87 here. We can just follow the candles all the way at 1.88, 1.91, 1.918. We have 1.95. 1.98 here, but this is what we're really looking for is your 2.0. Now, I don't like this 50-day here. See how this is just coming right on down here? You're about ready to cross all the way down here. I don't like your 100-day all the way down. That's not a good look, okay? That's the same here on your weekly chart. See your 8 SMA here, how it's just waterfall. See your 21-day, just waterfall. That's not really a good look. Your 100-day here is also is on a downside here. So that's really not a good look. So we just have basically sideways action here. So you have to be kind of a little careful here. But what I do like about it is, see this price channel. Your price channel is coming out, and it was flattening out, and now it went up here to 1.85, which is basically the bottom of that candle right there. Okay, so you do have your trading range. So you look at your trading range here now as 1.58 here on the bottom, and then we have 2.0 here on your daily chart. Now it's different on certain charts here. I'll show you on hourly and the 4-hourly here in a little bit, but this is going to be your trading range now. Okay, so just look at those price channels. That's basically where we're going to trade. So even if this comes down and holds at 1.85, that's still, for me, it's going to be a nice, good scalping opportunity to try to take it up higher. Okay, so basically what we have here is just a sideways action. So what you want to watch here before that 1.5 is this level here. This is going to be very, very key. This is that 1.64 level. Comes off at the top of that candle. Okay, so that is going to be very, very key support level. If that's lost here, then you can take that 1.59 and then 1.58. If that's lost, you have 1.52. The upside here, it just, you got the 1.7. We need to get above that, and then we can take that 1.77. This is the area that we're looking for. Now, here on a weekly chart, you can see very, very clearly how that 8-day, how strong that is, where the price went right into it. Okay, next day, price went right into it. And so as far as what's happening this week, the price is right into it. You got to get back above that 8 SMA. Then we can start targeting here these levels here. So you can see there's your 1.84, there's your 1.91, and this is what we're looking for here. That's that 2.0. But until you can get above that 8-day, it don't mean a whole hell of a lot here, okay? That's just reality. It's just a trader's market right now, okay? So that's all what I'm doing. Just see if we get some scalps here in the UNG or some scalps here on the boiled, the KOLD on the short side. So we're going to see how this is all going to shake out here. But right now, we have another red candle, so we have another lower low. That's never a good look, okay? But again, there's a lot of day left. We got to see how it's going to shake out. So watch this 1.64 level. Very, very key. If that's lost, you can come right down to this 1.5. If that's lost, you're going to come right down to 1.52. On upside, watch that 8. Watch that 1.77. That's going to be the key to the upside. If you can break above, your big target right there at 2.0. Okay, let's take a look here in an hourly and a 4-hour. Okay, here we have your hourly and your 4-hour chart. Okay, so what we had here is you had a nice double bottom, but then it went right on up here. Okay, and you just have a big range. This is that 1.77 area. Okay, it just can't get through. Now we look at the price here. It looks like it's losing this price channel right here. Okay, that's at 1.68. Okay, so it came down here, but now again, this gap here is filled. Okay, so when we look at the bottom, that's at 1.684, and then we look at the top of this candle here, that's 1.681. So now this is basically, this is filled. This gap is filled. We don't have to worry about that. So your next level here of going to be support is you want to look at the top of this candle. So I can refine a little bit. That's 1.668. That's going to be your next level of support. And then we come right to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 1.658. Okay. And then once that is lost, then we can retest this level here, 1.646. So watch that 1.64 level here, if that's going to be retested here. If not, we have some, intermediate levels here. It would basically your 1.668 and then one here, 1.658 before you hit that 1.64. But you need to get back above that price channel, that 1.68, and then we can start hitting there. But I don't like this. See this 21-day, see this 8 SMA here? Not a good look, okay? This is all just waterfall all the way down. So this to me looks like this price is going to be going lower, at least going to retest that 1.6 level, if not retest this 1.64 level here. Okay, so that's just how that looks here today. Now, we had a nice stair step down. There's your double bottom action. Then we had just had sideways action, but now it looks like it's losing that price channel. Okay, so if you can get back above this price channel, then you'd be good. But if you can't, then I really think you're going to come down and test that 1.64 level here. And if that's lost, you're going to be right down to that 1.58. So don't have no opinion. Just trade the long and short. That's really what is what's in play right now. And you can see overhead here. Look at all this resistance level here. See? Look at this. Where there's 50 days, see that's 1.72. Everything is jammed right on up here. So you really have to get back up to this price channel here for this to do anything, okay? That's at 1.77, and then right above that is that 1.779, that 200-day. That's what you got to get above, because if you can't, look what happens. See, you go right into it. But now it just looks like they're rolling over. Now, again, that's the negative side. Again, if this comes down and you hold this level here, this 1.64 level, that'd be a good scalping opportunity to take it right back up again. Okay, so you have to do is just trade the range. Okay, that's the key. 1.64 on the bottom, 1.77 on the top. This is what you want to do. Trade that range until she breaks out either way. Okay, that's what I got for you on the crude and natural gas. I'll be back here for midday trading, and we'll go a little bit more in depth on natural gas. And remember that EIA report will be out today at 10:30. And then again, we'll also review crude oil and see what's going on with that. Okay, thanks for watching.